Hello everyone, myself Dr. Swapna Bora, Assistant Professor, Teaching Learning Center, Tezpur University. Welcome you all to this session on how to use Google Classroom tutorial for teachers. Before going to start my session, let me pose a question. Why Google Classroom? So let us talk about that because it's a free blended learning platform that offers a variety of benefits for both students and teachers, like no more paper mistakes with Google Classroom, easy workflow management, see real-time progress, work is never lost. There is an app for that. You can view all work by a single student on one screen. You can ask questions and facilitate online discussions, keep the parents and families informed, and mostly it's constantly improving. So these are the best qualities within these Google Classroom, which is more or less like a learning management system. So here what we are going to do now, we will have a demonstration on how to set up and manage Google Classroom, and it will be followed by a hands-on practice, and ultimately you will be able to create your own classroom and invite students for learning. So let's start with this browser www.google.com. So let us start with how to access our Google Classroom, and there's a few different ways to do this. Now the way I tend to go is just going up to the top here in my Google launcher, and in these 9 little squares, if I click in that, the apps will be shown here, and this is my Google Classroom. One thing is for your remembrance that if it is in a lower position, you can drag this all around wherever you want to put. So if you are quite bit using the Google Classroom, accessing it quite a bit, you can go ahead and do that way, and just click on it, you will find the Google Classroom. The other way, if you want to, if you are logged in your Google account, then you can just type here classroom.google.com. Then also you will find the same places that the launcher will take you to. So this has taken me to my Google Classrooms, where you can see there are different classrooms I have already created. So let us go back once again with the Google launcher, where you have seen the 9 little squares, and if I again click on this classroom app, then it will also take me to the same place as I have already shown you. So this is the Google Classrooms, and different classes will be shown here. See, the same thing. If you are in iOS or Android, then just simply open up, install the app on your phone. Then you will be able to do all the same things I show you on this computer, on this laptop. You will be able to do exactly the same thing on your app. And this works very good to be adding information by just having your phone. So check out that app too. So the first thing, I have my Google Classroom here, and the first thing we are going to do is just to create a class, and you can see right here is the plus symbol for create or join a class. So I'm going to go to create class at this point. So this is for join, this is for class. So if I click on create class, it will show me some of the important notification. If it's asking me whether I'm using at a school with students, if so, your school must sign up with a free G Suite for Education account before you can use Classroom. As because it is in my case right now, I am clicking on this, and this is not for me the same thing, as I'm not going to open it for my school with students. So I'm going to just click on this and continue. So this is a class has been created, and this will show the class name, section, subject, room. So after that, this class will be created. So let us write a demo class for this. Okay, section 1, whatever you can write, for example ICT, and so you have seen that we have a class here After filling out the section subject room, you can go back and edit this at all times too. See, this is our class. So at this point it's created, and we are going to do is to make some changes inside of it. Now this is pretty much, you are going to see all your classes looks like differently. So the first thing I'm going to begin to customize. You can do this later also, or you can do right now. So here is a picture you have seen, and well, we can go and select a theme or upload a photo here. If I go to choose a theme, selecting, so depending on my subject or my interest, I can select a theme of my interest, a general theme, or I can go to a subject specific theme. For example, I am clicking on this theme and select as this is, you have seen that there are different subject wise different themes. So I'm selecting this theme for in my demo class, and this is going to change the appearance of my classroom. So we have a class now with this new appearance. So let us go back to this three little lines here, and you will get the classes. All the classes will be seen. So these are my classes, and this is the new class I have now recently created. So these three little dot, if I click that, it will give me some options. I can edit my class, I can move my class to my Drive, Google Drive, or I can copy in my class, or I can archive this class, so that after archiving you might not see my demo class in this appearance. So I can edit my class here with different new names. Okay, let's go back to, so this is for the open folder for in Google Drive, and open gradebook for demo class. So let us again go for my class. So here are different the four main options for the interface of this Google Classroom is stream, classwork, people, and grades. The stream is the main page where you can communicate with your class. Here you can create and schedule announcement, you can respond to student post. Right now we do not have any work due, and we do not have a student here. So how to invite, how to enroll student here? We will, let us go to this option. Clicking on this people option, you can collaborate with your colleague, with other teachers, by inviting this head icon, and you can click on the student button, and then you can invite. The first option you can take is to invite by typing their email or just their names, and it will be invited. The invitation will be sent to the student. So invite students or given them the class code. This is the particular class code if I go back to my class, then you will again see the same class code here. If I click on the square button, then it will be Zoom. If I'm in a live class in front of my students, then this option I will be following. So if I click on this option, so it will be zoom out, and the students will be able to type in their Google class for joining in my class. Remember that as a student, they have to click on, if I go back again, go to my classes, as a student, they need to click on this join class with that particular code I have just showed you. So this is the code with which students can enroll in my class. So let us go back to people, where there are different options for the teacher also. Type a name and email, and again the code is also applicable to teacher. This is the settings option of my Google Classroom. What I can do with this, if I click on the class settings, it will show my class details, demo class, class description, the subject, and below that the general settings are here. where this option, it will show display of my code. I can copy my code here and I can paste in my Gmail account or in other platforms like WhatsApp, or for live interactions like Google Meet, and I can copy there and paste there, and I can reset by clicking on this button, and I can type different. See, the code has now changed because I have clicked on the reset button. And I can also disable my class code, and if I click on this disable button, then no students will be allowed to join even if I send them this code. So in my stream options, this is a very good nice option for the teacher. So for the stream options, there are two options that students can only comment and only teachers can post or comment. If you this is for the teacher to control the complete classroom. In the stream option, if the teacher thinks that students can post and comment, then he can click in this option, or students can only comment, or only teachers can post and comment, and then we can mute the students as well. I will show you later on. And here the classwork on the stream, show contents notifications, show attachment and details, and hide notifications. If I click on, this is a very important option, show deleted items. If I click on this option, show deleted items, for example, if any of your posts, any of your important materials is by chance, by accidentally deleted, then if you click earlier, if you were clicking when you go to settings, if you click on this show deleted items, then those items can be recovered by saving that option. So I'm saving it right now. And below this general settings, this is for grading, grade calculations and other things. Hello everyone, and welcome to this second part of Google Classroom. In this video, we will demonstrate how to create assignments for the students, and this video is on about various question types using Google Forms. So for this particular purpose, we need to go to this Google Classroom, where in the classwork section we can create assignments and questions. So this is classwork section, and here we can hit on this create button for creating assignments and questions. Use topics to organize classwork into modules or units. So you can order work the way you want the students to see it. So first we will go for this create button for assignment. Okay, a demo assignment will be given to the students, and okay, and this is for the attaching the different links from Google Drive, other links from the computer or website, or file which is stored in your computer, or link from the YouTube, or just you can create from your own. So if I go to click any of the link or file, so for example, I want to select any random file from my computer, then this screen will come where I can upload from recent places. I can upload from my device, my drive, shared drive, or start. So I can select files from my drive. I can drag files here from computer. I will select one random file, and then this will be uploaded as a edit file. Okay, I will select a file from my computer, open. Then if you want to put along with this. Okay, just the file is added now. Here, this is the file. Here there are some options. Students can view file. If you allow the students only to view the document as assignment, students can edit file. If you wish that your student can edit in the Word document itself, then you can click this one, make a copy for each student. If you want to make a copy for each particular different students, so I will click here, students can view file, and here this is for my different classes. So I have so many classes here, so I can click different classes or one particular class, and then all students if you want, or any other students. So there, for example, one student only, so these students will be getting my assignment. Here you can have a due date. For example, this is the due date, and time is optional. And here you can create a topic, and after creating the topic you will be able to see how it will look like. So rubric is for the level of different assessment criteria. So you can now assign your assignment to the particular students or for the class. And this button is for three options. One is assign, one is schedule. If you want to save the as draft for future announcement, or you can discard draft. So I'm going to click on assign. After assigning, my student will be able to see the assignment. Okay, here see I have created the topic as assignment 1, and within that topic this is the demo assignment. If I click on this, so this is the assignment view. And what does it mean that one assigned 0 turn in? This means that I have one student and this assignment is posted for that particular student, and if that student will turn on, that means after submission of that assignment this button will be converted to, that means turned 1, as I have only one student here. So let us go for another material. Okay, here study material you can upload for the student. For home study and review. Okay, we can also have different again the options will come here, or you can create your own. Then here we can have YouTube videos or Google Drive links. So for example, if you want to give something from your Google Drive, so how you can give from your Google Drive. So this is very important if you want to give something from your Google Drive. So your drive will be shown here. The drive will be appear. For example, I want to give them material. This one is the material. Add. I'm adding the material. This is also for all these students, and here I will create a topic, a new topic as study material. Now I will post it. If you give different topic names, then it is very helpful for your future reference. According to the topic heading, you can go for the particular assignment, study material, or you can go on creating the question, assignment material, or you can reuse the post. After giving the study material assignments in the classwork, we will go to the stream, and here also this will be seen as stream announcement. As soon as I will post something in my classwork,
the same will be appeared in my stream section. Let us again go for the classwork, and now we will give something as a question. Okay, we will put the question here. If you click on the question button, then the same thing will be appeared, but here some two more options are coming. That is, students can reply to each other, students can edit answer. Okay, this question, this is for the collaboration among the students. This is very useful when you go for the group works among the students, among your students, then these two options are very helpful. Here students can reply to each other and students can edit the answer, and you can grade the points here according to your question. So this setting is also very useful for the teacher. So let us go for the students account. See, this is the student's account. This is me as a student, and Swapna Bora here is a teacher. Like this, let us see. The teacher is here, Swapna Bora, and the student is here. This symbol is the student. So from the student's account, for example, as a student, I'm this symbol. Join in the class with the class code, and from the student's account, the stream post will be seen like this. Swapna Bora, the teacher, posted a new material, that is study material, posted a new assignment, demo assignment. Okay, let's go to the classwork as a student. Now, this is the appearance of from the student's account. So I will first view my work. Okay, this is the student account and this is the assignment. Let us click on this assignment, view details. Okay, so as a student, the assignment will be like this. This was the Word document the teacher posted to me with this description. You have to answer within 1500 words. And now how the student will attach different files or links as a question, as an answer. So go for add or create from these links. So these links will not appear from the teacher account. This is only visible from the student account. Just as a student, I can go for the drive from different links and other website links, files from my computer, or I can create documents, slides, sheets, and drawings. So this is very useful for the student who have already done his assignment in document forms or in slides or in Excel sheets or in drawings. So he or she can add here. Let us go for Google Drive. As a student, I will randomly select something as a response to the answer. Okay. Let us assume that this is my answer. So I will click on this link and then I will go for clicking on this link and add. Remember one thing, if you wish to add directly from your drive and add into your Google Classroom, then this is the simple way. But one thing is here I would like to mention that if you directly give something from your drive without the link only, shareable link only, then what will happen? The teacher's account, the teacher's drive will be almost full with the students' documents, students' drive materials. Therefore, it is recommended that the students should only share the shareable links from their drive. So I will now demonstrate how to share the shareable link from their own drive. So I will cancel it here and I will go for the demonstration. Again, these three little 9 dots have these apps I have already mentioned, and this is the drive. And from this drive folder, I can select anything as in response to my teacher's assignment. There are different options for sharing the files from my drive. Here in this new button, I can upload files, upload folder, Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, or more. And again, in my drive option also the same appearance is seen. So either in this plus new button or in my drive button, we can go for uploading files or folder, or we can share already uploaded file and the shareable links in our Google Classroom as in response to our teacher's assignment. So let us go for the Google Docs and we will create a blank document. And after clicking on this blank document, we will be able to write here itself. As the assignment was instructed to write the answer within 1500 words, then the students can write and it will auto count the number of words here. And after writing the answer, the students will be able to save the document because it is now untitled document. So we can rename answer to assignment and then we can click on this share option. This is now private to only me by default, so we will click on that. And here we will be seeing some of the important options, which is very important to remember for you also. So these options are like share with people and groups. These settings is given as this is me as the owner of this Google Drive account, Google account, and how to get the link. So now it is restricted, only people added can open with this link. And if I want to change to anyone with the link, okay, that means I want to copy the shareable link, then I have to click on this anyone with the link option. If I click in the restricted mode, then the person will not be able to see. If I click on anyone with the link, then the link will be shared with the particular person. And in this viewer option, there are actually 3 options are there. One is viewer, one is commenter, one is editor. That means if I share the link with the viewer option, then the person will only be able to view the document. If I click on comment, then the person will be able to comment, and editor, that means the person will be able to do necessary editing in the document. If I'm sharing the link as in response to my questions of my teacher, then I need to click in commenter or editor. So I'm updating this one and I will copy this link. This is the link of, actually this is the link of my shareable file. So I will copy this link and this is done. And now I will go to my class where I have already mentioned about this link, docs, slides, sheets and drawings. And here I will give the link. I will not go for Google Drive because I have already mentioned that if I click on Google Drive, then it will automatically go for directly uploading the files from my Google Drive. As I have already copied the link only, the shareable link, therefore I will add the link here. Okay, I'm adding the link, and after adding my link, this submit button will change to hand in. So now I can hand it to my teacher. Is it confirmed? So I'm handing on to my teacher. Okay, this unsubmit button means that you can also change your work which you have already handed in. If you click on unsubmit, then you can delete your assignment and you can again submit, or you can resubmit the assignment as per your requirements. These private comments is for your and teacher's conversation, and this is not visible to other students. If you write comments here, then it will be visible to other students as well. The teacher and all the students will be seeing your class comments. And if you write here the private comments, that means it is only visible to the teacher. So you can write that I have submitted, please check. Okay, so you can post the comment here. Now we will see how this page is viewed from the teacher's account. So from the teacher's account, I can see my students' assignment here, and I can give grades also. If I click on my particular student's name, this is the student. Let us assume that I have already checked the assignment, and after checking the assignment with necessary editing, then I will be able to give the points or grades here. So after giving, for example, 100 out of 100, now I can return it to the student so that he or she will be able to see his answer script. So this is returned to the student, checked. Okay, so I am now returning it to my student. In this way, a teacher can give the gradings for the particular assignments to his or her students. Now let us go for how to create a Google form for various types of questions. And for that also we need to go to Drive, where using the blank Google Forms or using a template, already by default prepared templates, we can prepare a Google form for different type of questions to assign to our students. So for this particular purpose, I need to open a Google form in my Drive. Again, I can go for these options, and where the Google form is there in the more options. See, if you click on this more options, these different options will come: Google Forms, Drawings, Maps, Sites, App Script, Google Jamboard, or you can connect with more such apps. So I will go for a template. For example, I will go for choosing a blank form. So let us start with typing or creating different type of questions here. Let's say it is a examination form which is required before appearing before the examination. So I will write the description as this information is collected for scheduling and conducting examination. Why it is required? Before conducting the examination, we can take necessary information like name, email address, and the subject opted for the examination, and many other different important information to be collected from the students. So this is the examination form, and now we will go for adding the questions. The first one will be name, and this cannot be a multiple choice question, and by default the form understands that this is a short answer type question. So these are the options for creating our Google Forms for various types of questions. So we will see one by one. So name is short answer type question. This is not a paragraph type question, and it's not also multiple choice, check boxes, drop down, etc. So in here it's name and short answer text, and this is required because the name is necessary. So let us move for the next question. Email address. This cannot be also multiple choice question. This is also short answer type question. So again a suggestion has come that enable email collecting setting. So if I click on this enable email collecting setting, then this will be appeared like this. So valid email address will be required for collecting the responses. Then go for the next option. This name will be appeared in second row. First one is the email address, second the name. This is also short answer, and after name we can write what is your subject. So here you can see that we can opt for multiple choice questions. Multiple choice means check boxes if we need to put the subjects. Okay, so you can go on with different type of name of subjects. Okay, and so on. So this is also required, or you can type other. If you write other, then it will automatically go for writing the options. Okay, this is also required. Then go for other options like what is your date of birth. Okay, here the student have to give his date of birth, that means date, month, year, etc. So according to the question you can see that it is appeared as date, month or year. So by default it can understand our question, so we will click on this. Okay, and this is also required. Now the next question I'm writing is in which year appearing. The students, that means studying in first year, second year or third year, or what semester, he or she needs to put only one option, for which I can click on this multiple choice. And here option, for example, year 1, year 2, year 3. Okay, remember that multiple choice is for where only one question is correct, and in the check boxes more than one question is correct. For example, what is your subject? He or she may opt for more than one subject, so here the check box is necessary. Let us go for the next question. This is required. For example, subjects for which you want to appear. in exam. Okay, for such kind of questions, he or she may opt for more than one subject. So it's also taking the check boxes option, and I will also go for the check boxes options because the students, according to his or her convenient, he or she may choose more than one subject. So again, here I'm writing English, Hindi, mathematics, botany, and other subjects. So this is also required. We can form more questions. Let's say I want to know the rating of the content of the student's subject on different scales. So I can give a question like please rate the content of your subject on the scale from you can give from 1 to 5 or 1 to 7, whatever you want to like. See, the question has already taken the linear scale. This is taken where we will give the questions according to some different type of scales. Okay, here we will write the 1 as highly unsatisfactory, and the not 3, this is 5, this is highly satisfactory. Okay, it will come in chronological order. This is also required. Okay, these other options are for importing questions. That means if you have already prepared a question in doc format or in slides, then you can import the questions from there, and here you can add a title and description that we have already demonstrated here. And this is for add images. Let's say you want to add some images related to any particular question, then you can click on this button and you can add image from your computer, from the links provided by the particular websites, etc. And you can also add video from your computer or any web platforms. So this is a section. If I click on this section, then it will be coming as a 2 or 3 parts. I can give the different sections like depending on the quality or type of questions. So here if I click go to section 1, section 2 or submit form, and after if you think that this is enough for the students, then you can go for, if you have completed all the questions, then you can go for submit form. Okay, then the students will be able to submit the form. So these are different types of questions, and if you want to see the preview of the questions, these will be appeared as this way. Let us see. So the asterisk marks means that these questions are required. As we have clicked on the required button, therefore the asterisk marks are coming here in on top of the each questions. So here the participant or the recipient will be able to click or write here. See, he or she will be able to fill out this field with writing, here clicking. So here month, day, year, this any particular, only one particular option can be chosen. Subjects, more than one can be chosen, and he or she will be able to rate the content of his subject on the scale from 1 to 5, and after that he or she can submit the questions. Okay, after submission, the teacher how can get the responses? If he or she, the teacher, can click on these responses, then as there is no responses from the students, so it's blank. Otherwise, this will be filled with the responses. And this means that teacher has given a particular time period for accepting the responses. And this is for the spreadsheet where according to the questions in Excel formats, these spreadsheet will be saved automatically. So there are some other settings also for these general that I have already mentioned. So this is a very briefly how to set different question types using Google Forms. I hope this is useful for the newly used question formats by typing or by preparing Google Forms. I hope this is useful to all of you, and thank you for watching my presentation. Hello everyone, welcome to this session on Google Classroom. Here we will specifically focus on building a quiz. In this video we will learn that how we can make best use of Google Forms for classroom assessment and also for test. Let us try to build a quiz through Google Forms for students' classroom assessment. As you know that in the classwork section we can create different assignment, quiz assignment, etc. So we will go for the quiz assignment, and here the title instruction we will tick on this later on, directly go to the blank quiz which is be created using this Google form. So let us give a name of this form as class assessment, and here also we will give the name as class assessment. Okay, so again we will put some description of this form, as this is the class test for testing your general knowledge. So for example, this is this form is for the testing of the general knowledge of students. So if it is a quiz, then there are some settings, so you click on that settings for particularly for the quiz. So there are three options: one is general, one is presentation, and one is quizzes. So click on that quiz option, make this as a quiz. What will happen after clicking, if it is not clicked earlier, if you click on make this as a quiz, then you will have some features for this form which will be assign point values to questions and allow auto grading. What is auto grading? That means after submitting the responses in the quiz, the students will be able to see their own grades depending on their responses. And after releasing the grades, there are some options immediately after each submission, or if you want to review manually, then you can click on this later after manual review. And if I click on this option, it will automatically turn on email collections. And after the submission of responses, respondent can see missed questions, correct questions, and point values. These three options you can click, or manually you can erase or delete if you don't want to. So we will save these set and we will go for creating the assessment form. So we will first write the first question. As it is a general knowledge form, so we will give some general knowledge questions. For example, if I write what is the theme of International Day of Yoga 2020. Here we will have some multiple choice questions. For example, the option 1 is yoga for everyone, yoga at home, this is the first option. The second option I will write as yoga for health, yoga at yoga in life. The third option, yoga for health, yoga at home. So these are the three options, and we can go on by using clicking on add other. So go for the answer key. I have clicked on the right option, yoga for health, yoga at home. So here we can give the answer feedback also by entering feedback for incorrect answer or for correct answer. So if it is yoga for health, yoga at home is the correct answer, and for the students who have done the correct answer, I can click the feedback by entering a link so that the particular student can refer to the feedback after answering correctly. So let us give a feedback. For correct answer, refer to the link, and we will go for searching the International Yoga Day theme. So for the best result, we will go for this one, yoga. There are different results, but we will rely on the important results, the sources, and here this one is seem to be a reliable source because this is the yoga from the government websites about the yoga content. So we will give this particular link we can copy because it will provide the necessary reference for the correct answer. So we will copy this link and we'll put here and save. Okay, so this is 2 points, it is done, and let us go for the next question. So for example, the next question is who is the president of China? Okay, so I will give the options as Shinzo Abe. Please do not mind my pronunciation or spelling mistakes. And here the Xi Jinping. And third one is Donald Trump. Let's see. Okay, and here also we will give the answer key as this is the correct answer, and here also we will provide feedback for the incorrect answer. Okay, for correct answer, so that students, after submitting the incorrect response, they can go for the correct link. Okay, here also we will go for the correct answer, and we can copy that link, particular link for this result. Okay, we will go for one of the good results out of these thousands of results, because this is a reliable source, Britannica. So here is his biography. So we will copy this link and we will put the as feedback. So we will save, and after this we will we can just check, and here we will give 2 points. It's done. This is the correct answer. Okay, have you chosen? Okay, it is done. Now go for the preview, so that how the students can preview, or they will view this form. Okay. For example, let me take this question as a right or a wrong answer. Let me take, and here the right answer. And after clicking on this questions answers, I will submit my form. Okay, and this response has been recorded, and I will now view my score as a student. What will be my score now? Along with the scores, the students will be able to see the feedback. That means the links for the correct and incorrect answers. The student will be able to see. So as because I have given the wrong answer here, so there is no score for me. The correct answer, yoga for health, yoga at home, and this is given 2 out of 2 because I have clicked on the right option. So this is 2 out of 4. So let us go for the form, and here you don't have to save any of the options or any of the questions. It is automatically saved in your drive, and then you can give this preview form, this link to the students. You can either copy and paste in your class as a quiz assignment. Here I can, so in my quiz assignment, I will give the instruction here as class test for general knowledge as written in my Google form. Okay, and I can add that link. Okay, new form, add link, and I will delete this one. Okay, because I have already created out of this blank quiz forms, I have renamed and recreated this class assessment titled form. So I will delete this one, and students will be able to see this view form on class assessment, and I can assign or save as draft, whatever, according to the wish of the teacher. So this is the purpose of creating Google Forms, building quizzes using Google Forms for different classroom assessment and for different type of quizzes, class tests, etc. for students assessment. I hope this video is useful, and teachers, those who are not aware of building a quiz using Google Forms, this will be useful for them. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everyone present here. Respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. Gautami Dattavara, moderator of and coordinator of IQAC, Mrs. Shilpi Gupta, coordinator of this FDP, Prashanjit Borkakoti, Mrs. Monalisa Nagli, joint coordinator of this FDP. On behalf of the entire fraternity, I welcome you all to this post-lunch live session. Today, we have with us one of the glittering stars in the field of use of IC tool in teaching, Dr. Sapnarani Bora. She is currently working as assistant professor in Teaching Learning Center of Teachur University. In this connection, I would like to request all participants to ask their queries, if any, regarding previous today's session to our resource person through chat box of Zoom meeting. We welcome you all, ma'am, in this live session. Now, ma'am, platform is all yours. Over to you, Shabna ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Monamita Paul. On behalf of Teaching Learning Center, I thank the organizer of Dr. RKB Law College, first of all to Gautami Dr. Baidev, and including all the other staff who are engaged in this workshop. It's a great opportunity for me to be engaged in the ICT sessions, and I hope that my sessions, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope that my sessions, all my sessions may not be helpful for you or may not be useful to all, but it will be my pleasure. I will feel glad if any of the points in any of my session is helpful for your academic activities to engage you in different teaching learning activities for your students. So here the participants are requested to write your queries, your feedbacks, your suggestions regarding my sessions, or after getting permission from the organizer, you can unmute your microphone and then you can directly ask me if you have any queries, or if you want to get more demonstration of my topics, on my topics. So I will feel very happy if you say that this portion is not understandable, or this part is not, I didn't get. So I will go to that part again and again. Thank you so much for your feedback. Is my presentation helpful? Okay, Dudumoni Sohoria, you have a question. Can I save the material in Drive? Of course, you can save everything, the files, the sheets, the drawings, the folders, everything you can save in your Drive. If you need a demonstration, so how to save your files in Drive, or how can you share files from the Drive, I can give you a demonstration here if you all need to go to that. If some other participants are also have the same query regarding how to save the files in the Drive and how to share from the Drive, then I can go for that. Amit Kumar Pradhan have a query. All the sessions on the query regarding submission of assignment. Sometimes what happens is there is an option for submit another response. Then it sometimes take a retake of the submitted response, how to overcome such. I think you should go through one of my videos, one of my sessions where I have demonstration on how to resubmit, how to unsubmit your already submitted answer. After clicking on the unsubmit button, you can delete your previously posted response and you can resend the answer to the teacher. This option is there. The unsubmit button means that you can click on the particular answer and you can delete that and again resend that. Is it convenient to submit the assignment in form of Google Drive link? It is convenient to submit the assignment in form of Google Drive link if you, for example, if you prepare your assignment, your answer, or any assignment in a document form or in any type of forms or any type of formats, then first you need to upload it in Google Drive and then you share the link option. While sharing the link, whom should we allow the link to, viewer or editor? Okay, to the teacher you can select as viewer or editor. To more than one, that option is also there. If you click on the particular class or one person, that option will automatically come when you want to get the shareable link. Okay, you please show us again how to submit assignment through Classroom. Okay, let me then go for the demonstration again. I will share my screen here. So you go for your drive. Okay, this is your drive. This is my drive. Actually, there is a very less space has been left out because in my earlier programs, what happened, for this reason, I have only told you in one of my sessions that do not directly upload anything from your drive. What happens, see, in my earlier programs, the participants have directly uploaded their materials, their assignments in the Google Classroom. What happens then? The storage capacity of my drive is 15 GB, but when they have submitted directly from their drive, it immediately comes to my storage, my Google account. So please do not directly share from your Google Drive. Better, it is recommended to share the link only. So for example, I can upload my files first of all. For example, I have written something in my computer. So this document is my answer. So how will I upload it in my drive? For that, you need to go to upload files, and then from your desktop, this desktop is selected. Then go for that particular. I'm randomly selecting anything from my desktop. For that, this is holiday list, for example. I'm uploading here. So this button is showing that uploading one item and the upload is completed. So now it is uploaded in my drive. So how to see? Again, you refresh this one. See, this is coming here. So I have recently, the most recent uploaded file is this holiday list 2020. So it's coming in my drive now, and it is, you no need to again resave or save differently, separately. It's coming automatically when I click on my drive, then upload files. I can also upload a complete folder of different files, then Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and various Google Forms, drawings, maps, etc. So I have uploaded this file here. And now how to share the link to my class? First of all, you need to click on this one and then right click on your mouse. After clicking right in my mouse, these options are coming. Are you getting? All participants are getting me, isn't it? Monomita Paul, ma'am?
It is clear. It is clear.
Okay. So then you get the shareable link from these options. So click on that get shareable link. See, these options will come. These options will appear. One participant asked me about if I want to click this, send this button to all my participants or only to the teacher. So you can click on this change to anyone with the link or restricted mode. Only people added can open with this link. If you want to add people, then you can add one or two particular persons if you click on restricted mode. And if you click on anyone with the link, then whoever get this link can view your this folder, particular file. So you copy this link and you can now have a restricted mode. I can click on the anyone with the link so that all persons can view my link. Now this is viewer, commenter and editor. You can change to any of these options and then you can click on done. Then next you go to your classroom. Here I am assigned as a faculty, so I will not be able to submit my link here. Then I need to go a classroom where I am assigned as a student. So let us see, go to this classroom where I am a student in ITF 4 classroom. So I will go to classwork, view my work. There is no work assigned to me, but I just want to demonstrate how to click on that. Okay, so this is my assigned works. For example, Iqbal Ahmed is the teacher here and I am a student. Then you click on that add or create button and link button, you hit on that and right click, paste the sharing link and add the link. After adding the link, it will be marked as done or turn in. Turn in means that you are ready to hand over your answer to the teacher. So if you click on that turn in button, automatically it will be handed over to the teacher. I hope this will be helpful for those who are still finding difficulty. Oh, lots of questions are coming there. Google Forms cannot be found in phone from Google Drive, nor there is any more options near to Google Docs, Google Sheets and Slides. Should we need to install in our separately in our phone? Here one thing I want to clarify. If it is on Android phone, then automatically the Microsoft options will be there. All files which are included in Google Microsoft. So it will come because I'm using my Android phone and it has these facilities. I can find my Google Drive there or other options. You just go and check in your Android mobile phone. These facilities are available. If not, then you can go to Play Store and download from there if it's not there. Okay, I'm checking the other questions. Yes, maximum of 15 GB is allowed. We can buy additional space. Yes, we can buy additional space. Or without buying also, we can have our more storage in our drive. If you are well tax savvy, very tax savvy in the Google things and you upload different docs and you are accessing Microsoft Teams, then automatically Google will gift you the drives or spaces. As because I have not used so much my Google account, therefore it has not allowed more than 15 GB to use as a drive storage. Students need to be trained up to have expertise while using Google Classrooms and others from various universities. Certain steps to train these students of college and universities may be adopted. After listening to all the videos, I think that is important for both students and teachers to be trained up properly. If you belong to some college or universities, then definitely your college or your institution has already provided you these features for online classes. I have seen many of the colleges and other institutions. They have the online libraries, and they have the digital classrooms, but as the teachers are not well trained, so they are hampering the training to deliver the training to their students. But as we all have the mobile phones with us, we can step by step, we can give the facilities to the students, we can facilitate about the online learning, because we are now realizing what is the importance of online learning in this critical phase. So since till the phase ends, we need to rely on these ICT tools and these kind of online classrooms. So it's I can only suggest one thing, that whoever um, resides near you, you can give them those access, or you can train them that he or she may be a student of college or university, so that he can or she can get the access of those resources. Students have no idea how to enter Google Classroom, so it is difficult to take through this device. Uh, See, first of all, teachers were also not well acquainted with these ICT tools. We need to train them, isn't it? We have to give them those access, how to get those access, those resources, how to get help from those technical things. Then only they will be able to learn about how to use Google Classroom. It's not only for the students, it's also difficult for the teachers who are not tech savvy, for which in our previous training programs, we along with the invitation mail, we have sent one video also and demonstration video also, how to enter into the Google Classroom. So this is also helpful. You can also prepare such type of videos, how to enter into the classroom with the class code. You can also recommend them some of the YouTube videos, based videos, through which they can learn how to get those resources. Is it possible to prepare Google Forms in mobile? Yes, of course. This option is already there in Android 4G mobile phones. It's there. You can try with Google Forms. Right now, I'm not accessing this one. Yes, you are asking that how to do this through mobile phone. See, my mobile phone has these accesses, but here I think this mobile will not come. So in your different apps, there is one app called Docs. So this Docs means that you can prepare Google Forms, or different forms are available there. So if you click on those options, you can explore different apps which are already stored in your mobile phones. I suggest you to explore those apps in your mobile phones. Long answer questions or feasible idea in examination for students through Google Classroom, specifically from the evaluation perspective. Yes, long answer questions are sometimes a difficult thing if the students have not have any access to mobile phones or computers. Then it is a problem. Other than that, they can do one thing. The last option is there, that they can submit the handwritten documents by clicking photographs from the handwritten documents, then send it as a image or PDF version. So there is a long post from Pankaj Sonari. Yes, in my first video, I have presented on online teaching learning platforms. Okay, I always welcome digital platform for teaching learning, but my question is that have you think that students those are unable to afford an Android mobile phone are benefited by online teaching in present pandemic situation? How you think about the problem? We know that most of the students live in below poverty line. They cannot afford an Android mobile phone. We have also gone through the newspapers what have happened to the students who cannot afford mobile phones. I can only say that while you were going through your online classes for the students, those who can access, please suggest them that so that they can share their online resources with those students who are not have those access. So it is one suggestion, or the teachers also can take some measures for those students who are living in such socioeconomically less developed societies. For those students living in that conditions, the teacher can also provide some resources if it is in hand also after delivering the online lectures. In other formats also teacher can provide to those students who are very needy and who do not have the access to Android phones or online resources. Either you can suggest your students to collaborate with the student, that needy student, or you can also give those online resources after the online class is over. Rodali Talukdar has a question. What should be the length of YouTube video while posting class material to the students? See, the ideal length of any online resource material like video contents, the ideal length is not more than 10 minutes. But due to cover the contents, what we do, we just limited maximum up to 30 minutes. So in fact, for these training programs, while doing my preparing my videos, I was concerned about that this should not exceed more than 30 minutes. Otherwise, the interest or the concentration of the participants cannot be taken.
Ma'am, ma'am. I just wanted to know whether we can set time limit that within this time only you can access the video. After that, it will be automatically deleted. Can we do that in Google Classroom?
Like my videos, as it is accessible to you. So I have uploaded in my YouTube channel, and then I have given the unlisted option from my YouTube. There are three options are there. One is public. If I click on that public option, then it is public. This is visible for all. If I click on that private mode for the video, then it will be only visible to me and not anyone else. If I click on that unlisted button, then it will be shared with the persons who can access, whose mail IDs or whose address are with me. So far as you click on that unlisted and you upload this in your Google Classroom, the students will be able to have access with the videos. Otherwise, you can put it as in private mode.
Okay, ma'am. Then if they access within, suppose I uploaded the video by 12 o'clock. Okay, and if by 3 up to 3 o'clock only they can access. After that, it will be automatically deleted. Is there any app option like that?
No, the same thing. You can put the private mode on, or otherwise you can save as draft, and you cannot if you do not want to post it for your or you want to reuse the post for your future reference, then you can delete and you can save the post.
Okay, thank you so much.
Can students see each other's assignments in Google Classroom? I am asking you, are you able to see the assignment which is given by our previous resource persons? It is visible to all, or it is visible to one particular person only? The same thing. If I am posting to one particular student, then only this is visible to him. If I am posting this is publicly, then it is visible to all. But the same way, in the reverse way, if the student has clicked on the shareable link, anyone with the link, then his or her assignment will be visible to other students as well. In mobile phones, some options are not coming in case of Google Classroom. See, the Google Classroom app, it is better for the students to use through mobile phones. It is not recommended for the teachers to use Google Classroom in mobile phone apps. It is better to use in your computer or desktop, laptop, whatever, so that to get those options, specifically the grades. Specifically, the grades option is very important, which is very less accessible in mobile apps. So it is recommended by the Google itself that teacher should always use laptop or computer for Google Classroom classwork. How to show PPT? Gautam Borwa has a question, how to show PPT to our students. The same way, your PPT, your document, whatever you are uploading in your Google Drive, it will be accessible to the students. For different classroom, whether required a different classroom. Yes, for different set of classes, you require different classrooms. In one classroom, there can be the capacity is 250. If it is more than 250, then you can create other classroom. Or if you have different subject specific classrooms you require, then you require different classroom, Google Classroom. Arpita Das has a question. Suppose I want to take quiz for the students. Can I prepare it previously before the commencement of my class? Yes, in our Google Doc format, if you have prepared the quizzes in written formats, then you can copy those questions, import those questions into the Google Forms. I have yesterday in my today in my morning sessions, I have a demonstration on my building a quiz session where I have demonstrate how to import the question. The right options, right? When you click on that add question button, below add question button, the import question button will come, and this means that you can import the previously prepared question paper as Google form. Any other questions? If you have not any other queries, see, I want to clarify one thing that today I have missed something in my first video. There was one part on demonstration, one demonstration part on how to search for the online resources, digital learning platforms. If you want to see how to go for those different popular digital learning platforms which are very popular worldwide, how to get access to those online resources. If you are interested, I can show you in my Google search engine. Okay, so I'm going to that. So I have talked about some of the digital learning platforms which are very popular, in India and around the world. So let us go for some of these digital learning platforms, digital learning websites, which are okay. I'm typing digital learning platforms in my Google search engine. So there are some results are coming on some interactive learning sites. Let us go for these top online learning sites, where I have already mentioned about some of the websites like Udemy, and then edX, Coursera, MIT OpenCourseWare. I have already mentioned in my first session. So how to access to those classes? For example, let us go to these Open Yale courses. This is provided by Yale University. So one of the good thing about these courses that we may think that we may afraid that how can we get access to those courses which are delivered by some of the reputed institutions, but it is not like that. We can have access by sitting at home to these prestigious universities open access courses. For example, these are some of the courses provided by Yale University. Here, across the disciplines, they are providing some of the distinguished lectures which were recorded in their college classroom and are available in video, audio, and text transcript forms. No registration is required here, and no course credit is there. And the certificate is available through Open Yale Courses website. So let us go for one of the course here. I'm clicking here on this randomly on Milton. So if I click on this course on Milton, this will be based on my or your interest. So you can click on any of the courses based on your interest. So it provides about the professor, the speaker, the complete syllabus, the sessions that were recorded, or you can buy books from that series. So it gives us the description of the course structure, and most importantly, the interesting thing is that you can download the complete course pages into a zip file at one point. This is the most important feature of these course. I'm particularly mentioning one from the gist of one gist I'm giving here out of all these online learning platforms provided by Yale University. So you can click on that course pages at one point. So this is one of the most fascinating features provided by these online learning platforms. I think this will be helpful, and you can explore more and more. You can go through the MIT OpenCourseWare, edX, Udemy, etc., where these type of open access resources will be available. Yes, edX is also one of the most popular platforms, digital learning platforms. It's like an NGO, but it's not an NGO, and it's was established by the Harvard University, and it is same like this Yale courses, but they have those videos which are easily some of those very popular videos easily available on YouTube. You can go through that also. Gautam Borwa has a class, how to go from Google Classroom to interact with students in Zoom. See, Zoom is a different platform, a separate platform, and Google Classroom is a separate platform. If you have your institutional domain access to Google Classroom, for example, in my demonstration, I have talked about the G Suite of Google G Suite. If your institution has that access of Google Suite, then automatically the Google Meet for the video conferencing with the students will be synchronized within the Google Classroom. But because we are using the free personal account of Google Classroom, that video conferencing tool is not available in Google Classroom. And Zoom cannot be synchronized with Google Classroom because these are two different platforms. But Google Meet is there within Google, but you need to have a G Suite account for synchronizing that video conferencing tool inside Google Classroom.
Okay. Ma'am, good afternoon, first of all.
Good afternoon.
Ma'am, as far as I know, students must have, their institutional email ID in order to get access, in the digital libraries or some reputed journals. They have to subscribe, and in subscription, they need to give their institutional email ID. As far as I know, which most of the institutions or colleges does not provide them. So, what do you think about that, ma'am? What necessary steps should be taken?
See, there are various websites and various online digital learning platforms provided by the reputed universities like Oxford, like Harvard, etc.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
earlier, what happened? Those some of the accesses were limited only for the access has to be get by the library or the institution itself. But you can explore some of the websites that I have mentioned in my session also, that Oxford, Harvard, and the like, some of the websites have given free access in this period. During this period of pandemic situation, they have given
Yes,
free access for more than 2,000 ebooks. You can go through online reading, or some of them have the download button also. I have downloaded some of the books without going through my institutional ID. See, Tesco University have all those access for our libraries. We can get access from the remote access through the institutional ID. So for that thing, the institution has to contact with the particular website or particular university to get there. And there are some guidelines how to get through those accesses. So if your institution will go through those guidelines, how to get access by filling up those forms, particular necessary forms, then your institution will be able to get those access. Sometimes it's monetary conditions, sometimes only filling up for some of the specific mandates that it will give you the access. But in this pandemic duration period, I have seen that some of the best world-known universities are also giving remote access to students.
Yes, ma'am.
And our national digital libraries, of course, a very good source. If even then, without going through all those world-known popular websites, our students can also go for the National Digital Library, where the millions of books are available.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Parthiv Soikia has already accessed the Yale University zip files. Thank you so much. How assignments are given? Can you please repeat few lines? First of all, you prepare your assignments in Google document, Word document, then upload file in your drive, and then get the shareable link, and you can add those shareable link in the Google Classroom. And for further reference, you please go through my videos once more. Is there any basic difference between Google Docs and MS Word? There is no such basic differences, but some of the settings are different, as because when you right click in any of the places on your computer, then the Google Docs and MS Word formats will come. So, very less differences are there, but all these two are basically useful or same. I hear many security related issues with many digital learning platforms. How to resolve such questions? Yes, earlier this was also with Zoom applications, because of which our university also recommended us to remove the Zoom platform already installed app from our computers. Then later on, if you give those keep those privacies with you, like the Gmail accesses, and after accessing those email that Zoom platforms, for example, now they are in also competition with Google Meet. This Zoom is also.
So they are also increasing their privacy issues so that to compete with Google Meet or Microsoft Teams. And other security related issues are, yes, there are. First of all, I would suggest you to tell your students or to help the students with accessing with the social media platforms. See, there are some different preloaded apps are coming when we access to our Facebook or WhatsApp groups. Therefore, sometimes our government also regulates some of the guidelines so that we should not forward some type of forwarded messages to all. So these are security reasons. You can also share with your students that do not always forward some already forwarded messages to all. So you should have a concern with your students on regarding that type of security issues. Other than that, on social media platforms, you can suggest your students not to share their private things like some photographs or some private messages, not to get public, so like bank accounts or their phone number should not be written in public. For example, someone is posting a post in Facebook and someone is asking him his phone number, and I have seen that so many persons are write their phone numbers which is visible, which is public to all. So that should not be done by the students. Dulumoni has a question. Please repeat the process how to share the link to Google Meet through Google Classroom. How to share the link to Google Drive, I think, to Google Classroom. So please refer to my videos. Or there are enormous videos. There are most of the videos in YouTube. You can search for how to share the shareable links of my drive into Google Classroom. Please also go through this. I think my video is also helpful. To add students in Google Classroom, email ID is essential. Yes, of course, and that is to one Gmail account. Other than Gmail account like Yahoo or any institutional ID will not work in entering in Google Classroom. Name of student is not enough, but email ID is required. Okay, kindly explain about OER. See, this is a very vast subject to talk on OER, Open Educational Resources. In the second part of my first video, the later part, I have discussed about the Open Educational Resources where copyright is not there, where you can, by acknowledging the main or author or the source, you can use or you can recreate the digital learning resources for your academic purpose. So basically, these are open educational resources. Okay, any other question? Many of these apps ask for OTP sent to the phone number and ask for many permission to allow like record video, audio, take photos and all. Is it safe to give such permission? See, recently I have seen that there was a 50 app list was released by, I think, by the Google, that you should remove those apps from your mobile phone. One of them was, I remember that these beauty cameras. See, most of the girls have these type of app like beauty cameras, and there are B16 or I think so, some of the videos like that. Those apps you should remove from your phone. But otherwise, you need to give access other to use those apps, some of the important apps. Like while using Zoom also, you need to give access to record your audio and video. If there is no other question, then I can conclude here. Yes, Yukti Bansal, thank you for your feedback. Okay. If there is no other question, then thank you so much for your queries, for your feedback, for your suggestions. Those will be helpful for my further improvements regarding my videos. So I'm learning also. I'm still in a learning phase. I'm learning day by day with my mistakes, with your suggestions, the participant suggestion. So it will be a great pleasure if the sessions are useful for your teaching learning activities. Thanks to the organizer and thanks to you all the participants. Thank you so much.
Good evening to all. On behalf of the entire Dr. RKB Law College fraternity, I extend my gratitude to our principal ma'am, Dr. RKB Law College, Dr. Gotobi Dattavara, for initiating this program in this crucial situation. I also express my deepest appreciation of today's resource person, Dr. Shapnarani Bora, Assistant Professor, Tezpur University, for her excellent guidance and sincere effort as a resource person on today's session. Ma'am, your insights were precise and informative to the participants, and which shall serve the very object of our program. We appreciate you, ma'am, as you patiently answering all the inquisitiveness of our participants and grace our program. We look forward to you in our future events. I am also thankful to all the participants present here for their support, cooperation throughout the entire day. Thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you so much, Monamita.